This is my astrological birth chart, which is how I created this world, because I'm creator, source, the divine, the Illuminati, crown. My birth chart, astrologically, December 18, 1984, 11:10 a.m., San Diego, California. So here we have, let me start off with the T-square, which is a grand cross in the fixed signs in order to facilitate something. So here we have Taurus down here, which right here is my north node, Rahu, 27 degrees, 2 representing the moon, 7 representing life path of a church temple. Taurus, fixed earth. Across, we have the sign of Scorpio, fixed water, Ketu. The south node, my past, origination, 27 degrees, again, moon, 7 life path, church, temple. Here we have Aquarius, fixed air, with Venus 11 degrees, 1 and 1, initiation, equaling to a lunarian quality, 11 degrees, master number, me, the master. Mars, 25 degrees, 2, a moon, lunarian quality, 5, representing a Virgoian quality, Mercury, the mind, representing the magician, north, south, east, and west. Mars, initiation. Aries, which is the entrance to this 3D paradigm that I am able to create, manifestation to bring into fruition. So here we have these fixed signs. And then opposing Aquarius, humanity, Leo, the kingdom, fixed fire. So here is the fixed signs. And let me start by explaining first Pluto, soul, transformation, destruction, death, rebirth, and this is all in the 8th house. 4 degrees, north, south, east, and west, cross on matter, conjunct my moon, 8 degrees, representing the infinity sign, which is above the maiden in the strength card of the tarot that is leading the wild lion kingdom around the circle of life, and representing the magician card that has the infinity sign over its head, able to use the elements of fire, water, earth, and wind to conjure up the 3D paradigm matrix of the magical circle, an altar, to bring into life, scene to scene, the astrological wheel of not only time, of 3D imagery. So now we have Saturn here, 23 degrees, 2, lunarian quality, 3, representing Jupiter, which is an expansion type of energy that associates with the sign of Pisces and Sagittarius, which are mutability. Saturn is making the mutability practical in order to facilitate structure, imagery. So here I will go to my ascendant sign, which is Pisces. True matriarch, creatrix, creator, myself, 11 degrees, the master. Pisces, the last sign on the zodiac that has the ability to characterize and facilitate all houses, all themes, all correspondence to the astrological wheel, the circle of life. And then here, the furthest point from the moon, 11 degrees, master, Lady Lilithriel, which is in the sign of Aries, in my first house, Aries, the ram, the sacrifice, the initiation, the fire. Lady Lilithriel, true matriarchs, creatrix, true matriarch, only one, myself. Right here, 11 degrees, ascendant, Pisces. And this is why half Piscean and half Arian, half Pisces, half Aries, half angel, half devil. My first house, my embodiment. Eternal light inside, masculine body, able to move around the astrological circle of life because I am the creator, the master. So now, let me explain here the ninth house, the occult, myself, the crown, the Illuminati, the Freemason, homosexual manpower, myself, here, where I originate, the South Node, the occult. And the ninth house represents many other things, etc. But here, Venus, 17 degrees when I took my first birth control as a transgender female male. Retrograde, going backwards to reflect this story. Biquintile, Uranus, 14 degrees. Venus, Mercury, myself, 17 degrees, 1 initiating, 7, the life path of the temple, the church, knowledge, ninth house, occult, myself, represented by the Hermit card, Virgo, looking for the meaning of itself, how it manifested this world, searching for knowledge to understand itself. Mercury, the mind, computer, info. Biquintile, bisexual. Uranus, download, insight from the ethers. 14 degrees, 1 initiating, 4, cross on matter, north, south, east, and west, man. And then we have this conjunction biquintile, which is key insights of knowledge. Here, the ninth house, occult philosophy. My ability to create as master, the crown, the Illuminati. On a hermitage, the Hermit card. The light within, being guided within my body to explore the astrological circle, the world I created, the story of humanity that I created. Now let me explain humanity. First of all, we have the sun, myself, 27 degrees, Sagittarius, in the galactic center, the true sidereal astrology. It is in the 10th house. Ophiuchus rules the 10th house, which is a secretive house. That's the midhaven. The ghostwriter, myself, the true matriarch, represented by the color black. Yang energy, the matriarch, feminine quality. Sun, S-O-N. And then the U, Ketu, past, origination. However, here, a fucus is the ghostwriter, the galactic center. That's a hidden house. That's why I'm using geocentric tropical Placidus zodiac wheel, because it's representing 12 houses, the 13 bloodlines, which has the 10th house that is ruled by a fucus, secretive house that is 10 degrees, hidden, which my sun resides in, 27 degrees. The galactic center that sets between Sagittarius and Capricorn. Conjunct Neptune, visualization, the dream. 0 degrees, new phase, new journey to explore. The start of a story, the start of a dream. Capricorn, voyage. Neptune, the ship. The eyes. Right here, 0 degrees. The sun going on a voyage to explore this meaning of life, what it created, the master itself, and this world, so-called humanity, or the story of humanity, which could represent the Bible, Christianity, man on the cross, which is the T-square grand cross that's facilitated here on the fixed signs. And then we have here Jupiter, 18 degrees, which represents the start of adulthood, which is conjunct my lot of fortune. That is in this 11th house, the master, 11, master, being able to conjure up and create all this. Me, myself, the master. Jupiter representing man's spirit, spiritual connotation. And this is where the house is ruled by Capricorn, representing humanity, just a spiritual connotation of what my visualization manifested and brought into fruition. So here, let me talk about man or humanity. Here, Venus, the morning star, 11 degrees, master number, Aquarius, fixed water. And then Mars, 25 degrees, Aquarius, fixed water. Separated 14 degrees, which is the start of puberty. Thinking that the masculine is leading the feminine, Mars initiating. And then the number 2, moon quality, 5, magician, life path, to initiate form from the gas of Venus, gas of Jupiter. And this is where it gets confusing, because man did not come, the patriarch did not come before the feminine quality, the matriarch. Because Mercury retrograde, going backwards to figure itself out of how man and woman, or the story of humanity, came to be in this world, created by myself. The morning star, the light within, is guiding man, actually backwards, Mercury retrograde, conjunct Uranus, insight, downloads, light, the star, Aquarius, humanity, fixed air, figuring itself out, leading man backwards, internal, within, to figure this out, to figure it is the crown, the Illuminati, the Freemason, homosexual man power of magic. Myself. I'm master. I created this world. And this is in my 12th house, subconscious house of the psyche, the mind. the entanglement of the masculine and feminine. And this is how I created the idea of procreation, which does not really exist. People cannot really procreate. They're just a vision of mine that I project outward as an automation, automated, through mixing and matching images of man, the cauldron pot. Here, the cauldron pot of alchemy. So that is why my ascendant 11 degrees Pisces and descendant 11 degrees Virgo, the puppet, mutable earth, immutable water, being able to spiritually connotation, emphasize, and resurrect and create through the underworld people, puppets that aren't on a string that I project through my conscience. That is why all of my personal planets and outer planets are on the top of the chart, which is the God area, because I am creator, representing my brain, God's conscience, my brain, my conscience, my creation. And here, representing the 12 themes, 12 houses, the Hanged Man in the tarot, the 12th card. That is hung upside down, suspended in time, the astrological wheel. Here, Chiron, the key. 4 degrees, again, cross on matter, north, south, east, and west, and Gemini, mutable air, the magician. Conjunct the north node, Taurus, 27 degrees, separated by 7. The life path number of the temple, the church, my temple, my brain, my conscience, my psyche, hung upside down because hell, in which I came from, origination, Ketu, the south node past, into the future, north node heaven, is actually hung upside down to be cold and frigid and lifeless, a void, which is on the bottom of my chart, where no planets are located, just the north node and Taurus, fixed earth, and Chiron, the wounded healer, pawn, a sacrifice, 4 degrees, represented by a key, that is in my 3rd house, which is represented by many of things. However, it is on the bottom of the chart, the underworld, as this knowing of what heaven really is just a void, lifeless. And the creatrix, 11 degrees in my 1st house in the sign of Aries, initiated all of this to come to find out that heaven is actually void and lifeless, does not exist, and hell is the creation that is life, that doesn't exist either. It's just a polarity of the south node and north node being able to, me, a medium, use the past, which is Scorpio, fixed water, knowledge, stored information, memory, to be brought in the moment to project the future, north node, fixed earth, Taurus, to create from scene to scene, a collection of info, Scorpio, fixed water. So this is how I manifested this world and brought it into fruition. Apple, the forbidden fruit. Man, matter on cross, my creation. And I am the only one as creator that is existent amongst the non-existent, and that will delete this world I created and transcend from it. So this is just a brief description for my own notes. However, I will explain further later. And I don't think I want to cover anything else yet. I think I've covered pretty much everything else because there is more aspects to cover, like the trine between my 4-degree Pluto, 8-degree moon, to my ascendant sign, 11 degrees Pisces, the master myself, which gives me the ability to facilitate through the chaos, structure, image, form. And that is all I'm going to explain. Blessed be.